What it do, y'all? G Rose, Roosevelt for Prez. This is the Crypto Hour. And of course, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe as it helps the channel keep growing and growing. Much love to each and all of you who be chatting with me in the comments. You know I appreciate your insights, right? You know that. Now, I did want to jump right in. I have like a PSA for those who are invested in TinyLock. Also want to touch on some Akita Inu. And then I really have to give my final thoughts on the Yieldly YESP token, all that good stuff, all right? Shout out JT Invest in You. Really good AMA yesterday. I'll be giving my thoughts on that, but really just my thoughts on the entire situation, all right? Now, for those who follow the channel, you guys know I love my ASAs, right? You know that. But of course, there was the Tinyman exploit. I've been keeping you guys up to speed. I'm really not trying to beat like a dead horse or anything, but I feel like it's my duty to keep you up to speed on things, all right? So first, TinyLock, all right? TinyLock, they went through a lot. They got exploited. It's not funny, but it's like, yo, I feel bad for this guy, the developer. You know, he's been going so hard, working so hard. TinyLock token is going to be going to version 1.1. You're going to have to go to tinylock.org and click the little blue button, opt in to the new asset, and then he's going to airdrop you the v1.1 version of the token, all right? So again, if you hold TinyLock tokens, you're going to want to go to tinylock.org, click the blue button, connect your wallet, and opt in to the new asset, all right? And he's going to airdrop 1-for-1 of the new version of the TinyLock token, all right? Now, just the same, you guys, Akita Inu, if you hold any Akita Inu is actually going to be swapping for their V2 tokens, all right? So if you hold Akita Inu, you're going to want to go to swap.akita.community, connect your wallet, and swap them things out, all right? Because they didn't have any decimals, so they wanted to move to a different version, a more modified version. They have 6 decimals. Now you can send fractionalized Akita Inus, all right? Now, again, got all this to handle before the relaunch of Tinyman or Tinyman v1.1. That's coming very soon. You guys know I'm excited. I know you're excited. Don't try to hold it in. Nah, you're excited, fam. You really should be, honestly, because, I'm kind of checking the temperature of, everybody speaking and talking about Tinyman, and seems like there's a lot of people ready to go and start buying ASAs, providing liquidity, all that good stuff. So I'm excited for that. Let's move on though. So you guys know that I've been reporting on the Yieldly YESP token that they're doing on Polygon. I gave the full breakdown of what that project is all about. And I really didn't want to go deep into how I feel about it until I really got all the information I needed. Once the dust settles, I've been hearing a lot of points of views, lots of perspectives. I've been kind of going back and forth with people on Reddit and all that. And what I noticed as I'm doing that is that, I'm not happy about it, all right? Look, let's start there. I'm not happy about it. But at the same time, I can understand it, all right? It's poor communication, which leads me to believe it was a little bit of sketchiness on the Yieldly side, right? Maybe they knew there would be some type of blowback. And also, I would love for them to just keep all that in the Algorand ecosystem, right? And my idealism would be build up Algorand for the NFTs and the esports. Well, let's keep all that there and build up Algorand, right? But the reality is, y'all, and I kind of said this, Yieldly doesn't have the leverage here, all right? They're not some big company like Google or, they're relatively small, right? They are one of the biggest projects on Algorand, but at the same time, they're still small in the grand scheme of things, right? So they're not coming to the table with a ton of leverage to where they can come at these esports slash blockchain developers where it's very competitive, right? You have to pay handsomely. It's not like there's a ton of these blockchain slash esports developers. So they're somewhat at the mercy, and they do not have the leverage nor bargaining power to say, hey, you know what? My way or the highway, we're going to build this thing out on Algorand. Oh, yeah? Well, those developers are just going to go and build out in the Ethereum ecosystem, right? Because again, that's the big leagues, all right? Now, whether or not we want to believe it or not, the NFTs, as far as the big leagues, are on Ethereum, right? And so when you think of Polygon being a layer 2 solution, they're going to make it a little bit better. I believe in Polygon. I am a Polygon investor. I have been for about a year, and I believe in Polygon. So it's actually smart for Yieldly in a tech sense to do it with Polygon, right? They get to do the transactions on Polygon side chains to kind of bypass these crazy gas fees on Ethereum. And Polygon has a nice suite of developer products. And you have to understand that the top developers in the space really want to be building out on Polygon, all right? It's just a fact. So it may have been a hard sell for the Yieldly team to say, hey, we can kind of take Algorand to the next level. Yeah, well, how long is that going to take? And while that's happening, over here is already taking off. So, I mean, what do you want to do here? We got to come with some type of compromise. And this is what we get, right? Now, again, doesn't speak necessarily to my monetary interest, because I would want them to stay on Algorand, all right? But outside of that, I completely understand why they're doing what they're doing, all right? Doesn't mean I'm championing it. Doesn't mean I agree with it, but it is what it is. And from a tech standpoint, I understand it. Now, I will say, Sebastian and the Yieldly team, you guys got to really step up your communication, right? I mean, because to really solve this, it could have just really been like a press release that was really thorough, walking people through why you're doing it this way. Would we have been happy? Hell no, we wouldn't be. We want it on Algorand, fam. But we would have respected it more. You would have saved yourself the PR nightmare, right? You didn't really have to go through that if you just would have did it the right way. So moving forward, you guys are going to have to manage that and do a better job at that, all right? I personally still believe in Yieldly in terms of what I believe in it for. I've been in Yieldly for a minute, actually, right? Even before Tinyman, when you had to get Yieldly on Mexi. If you go to one of my videos from like September, you're going to see a video of me like walking through how to buy Yieldly, and it's like this hard process. And then like a couple days later, Tinyman launched. So I want you to know that I do believe in Yieldly. But I do think that, it's worth keeping an eye on them and keeping them honest, right? Is YNFT.club, is that really going to be is really going to be something special? Or is it kind of just going to be an afterthought and everything special is going to be over there on Polygon? I mean, it's a tough one. You guys can, draw your own conclusion. I just wanted to come out and say, look, I don't agree with it. I would prefer to be on Algorand, but I can understand the predicament of Ethereum being the big leagues when it comes to OpenSea, MetaMask, and developers wanting to build in that space. Now, as far as the whole iYieldly thing, Nah, fam, let's not do that. Let's not. Let's just keep Yieldly as the governance token. You guys are smart people. You need to figure out how we can still have our Yieldly staked and accounted for as far as governance, okay? It can happen. Figure it out, fam. All right? Look, other than that, I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm going to breeze up out of here, y'all. But I'm super happy to have this community here on YouTube. We're going to keep building. Super happy to have Tinyman back up and running soon, y'all. Anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you hold TinyLock, make sure you go to tinylock.org, add the new asset so you can get the airdrop. Also, go to swap.akita.community to convert your Akita V1s to Akita V2. Other than that, y'all, enjoy the rest of your evening. Cheeros, Roosevelt for Prez. This is the Crypto Hour. Peace.